on G Block against some guy Fury, and me and him was just going back at it. Obviously, man was killing him. Man made a couple of diss tracks and that. Man had people in Twitter screaming out Fury. It's like when Jim Jones, do you know what it was? Man remixed that ballin' thing. You remember when Jim Jones was saying ballin', the whole era and that, like, man kind of took that and just, you know, like how man does remix and that. And then obviously, pertaining to like this realm of battling, so Snoopy was my guy that I met Boogie and Snoopy through a guy in jail, innit? And he told me to go to Ace Boogie's house because he's a musical guy and my man liked my talents and that. So I used to freestyle in the cell and that. And then man met Boogie and Snoopy, and then Snoopy obviously with Boogie and Michael Million, they made the Gift of the Gap thing. Man was literally baking off one day, and man was with Kid Corleone and that. Get me free up Shaq, you get me free up Shaq Corleone, big up Rat then, you get it. But fucking, these man, I was like to a kid, right, like you made your battle was sick and that. Then these lot was like, right, would you battle Kid? Obviously Snoop was like, would you battle Kid? I was like, yeah, like, I'll battle him, and then that's how I began battling, innit? So on Boogie's sofa, it's Boogie's sofa in Stockholm, you get me? That's where I started properly battling, taking it in. I decided to take it seriously when the first time I kind of wrote a bar was against Bracy that I could memorize. I was at work, tried to get a job in Bedford, you get me? And obviously, because I was more working and just calculating the bets I could memorize, you get me? But before that, I used to just freestyle because obviously, I was kind of the way I got asked, I just said it from then that, yeah, I'll freestyle, but I haven't got time in it because of the kids, and obviously I haven't always had 6 children, so I've been making this family that I'm having. And then obviously, yeah, so kind of recently, when I went on the Pengame, I had written, but I didn't get a chance to actually do it because Corona came around and the event got shut down. So when the event got shut down, I forgot my bars because I'm not really that good at memorizing. And then my guy hit me up that owns it and he said, do you want to still do it? Because they found a place that, and obviously they were sticking to the rules, we just had to find out the rules at first. Then I had to freestyle again, obviously. I done the suck your mum and come outside thing. It went a bit viral for that. And then my guy Hulk, I was telling Hulk because he's into Don't Flop and that, I'm like, raw. That I can feel it. Like when I was practicing in my room, I knew the bars that I need to get it off. And obviously, so since Corona came, I kind of just battled a merge at MWA, Fat Tony shop, big up Fat Tony, and he lined me up a battle with Impact that he paid for. And then obviously I choked in that, but then he still helped, man. He get me stuck with, man, so that's given man the confidence, obviously, to still go on Pengame this year. And then obviously I've just passed the level in it, like, of the group stages. So kind of like, man's been on the journey now, innit? Like, man's kind of on the journey right now, as we're speaking, you know what I'm trying to say? Of writing, but I've kind of got the memory down. Yeah, like, with Mons, like, Mons is modest, innit? He's humble, innit? Obviously, just speaking on his thing, like, to me, he's always been a star, innit? But I don't know if he can see it or not, but I was saying to him, bro, like, oh, wavy to battle you. I feel like you're gonna be famous, like, you get me? I know that this could just land man in history, like, you get it? And then now, yeah, it's just, I always message him and just so. Sometimes it's kind of surreal because it's like the bigger that he gets, yeah, it's like, bro, man, battled that guy. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, so it's like the more he accomplishes, the bigger that battle is for me, innit? Because it's like, bro, my man actually battled, man, like, and that's his first battle. That's history. He might be the new Dave Chappelle one day. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So if that came, I'd be like, yo, like, I might just jump out a window, fam. Like, fam, I battled this guy. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So. And it was all love, innit? Man still speaks to him now. So, yeah. obviously not to give anything away, but there are some people that are from different leagues that people have seen. Like, it's not just me, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like, he's been there, Messi, I've seen Ren there, you know what I'm trying to say, like, there's a few people, and there's people that I knew already, but obviously those are kind of, man will let the, you know what I'm trying to say, let the surprise be there, but yeah, like, that's it. Yeah, I thought I had a 2-on-2 with my guy Hulk, but said I'm not good enough, you get me? Like, my performance isn't up to scratch, so internally with this don't flop thing, like, I don't know, because man's trying to be on this journey, and I feel like the battle rap community ain't helping, man, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like people should be helping, man, bro, like, no matter what happens, you get it? People are saying man's trolling or whatever, man hasn't trolled no one for a long time, like, and it was never trolling, I just said a bag of real stuff, and that was on my mind, and it was funny at the time. Cool, but, yeah. Obviously, that's that, obviously, where I've got 2 battles on Pengame, the quarterfinals and semi-finals, and then if I get through, I'm in the finals. And that's about it, bro. To be honest, I'm battling Zen at Max Profit's house, innit, on Instagram Live, innit? Go follow Max Profit, Zen, Lefty, Kets, you get me? Follow up the man, then this is what I'm saying, you get me? It's like, I'm willing to battle, you know, like, certain people, they might even think, like, pertaining to this Zen and Max thing that I just said, like, oh, bro, like, didn't know. You have to suck your mum if you're saying that, because this is what Murder Mookin that I'm talking about. Like, bro, man's had millions of battles. A man might ask man to battle now, like, this you here might ask me to battle, my nigga. He might say, bro, come we battle? And that's kind of even my problem with her. It's like, bro, you can't judge, man. Because once you take up the space of a judge and you do the sport, you have to verse man now. Because isn't that the essence of battling? If I say to the cameraman right now, yo, I'll punch you in your face, I'm stronger than you, and he thinks he's stronger than me, we're gonna have words, then we have to compete in the sport. If we're playing ping pong, we have to, do you understand that it's not, so obviously
I'll smoke everyone in ping pong though.
Yeah, no, but this is what I'm saying, I would smoke you, fam. Remember, I've got the Malaysian.
Yeah, I forgot, sure.
You know what I'm saying? The Malaysian thing, you know me, but at the same time, like I used to have to tell Ace Boogie until I battled Ace Boogie, the owner of Gifted the Gap. You feel me?
So
maybe might have to get smoked. To me, it's because I'm too real, innit? And it's the things I can say. And it's the things I've said, innit? It's the people that are there. Obviously, in man's own real life, man feels that man's been shaped, innit? Out of man's position, innit? By man's friend who's Snoopy, because there's a lot of things in Gab that man did. Do you get me? But there's a lot of ideas. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Just being on the phone, bantering, like, I'm here with you now, Ho. Like, I'm saying to man, I helped create that KOTR versus Gifted the Gab event.
That's a fact, I know that.
Do you understand? So it's not a thing to say.
The EastEnders flyers and that.
Do you understand? This is me saying on the phone with Snoop, oh, this guy looks like this guy, then putting up the pictures, then doing this, then everyone's on it. But you know why that was always special? Because KOTR was its own special entity that they kind of understood the trolling. So when man's throwing up certain people from KOTR and they're laughing, the Gab people are laughing, you feel me? And at that time, that just showed me even like, when people say trolling and rare, in a way you can troll and make a card because man did do that. Do you feel me? Like, man's just laughing at people and like, that's it, fam, like, you feel me? So, I'm definitely, yeah, you get me, that was the next question. Yeah, man's got in studio in like 2 days, that's my guy, innit? Like, obviously, 8'5". But like, you know what it is? Obviously, we've got our own patterns, innit? That's why, like, me, I'm not a boastful person, do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Like, so, obviously, my man's his own entity, his own little, you know what I'm trying to say, bubble of what it is, but even in the battling world, it's I don't need to battle. I'm actually that battler that doesn't actually need to battle. Like, I could just do a video, but it's like, man's got so many dreams and different forms of rapping and friends. Even Snoop was my friend. Like, that was a whole hindrance to my life. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, gifted the gab, I could have just. So yeah, man's. You can see man about. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, even. I don't know if it'll come out with Pengame mixtape. I got a few tunes with Dan Dano. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, obviously, so me and John Wayne's got a mixtape coming out together. Obviously, he's got Godfather and Drill that's dropping. I'm featuring on that with Spendo, and I've got a track with just me and Johnny, and I've got something coming out probably with Johnny and Olana called No Summer, and then boom bang, you get me? As you can see, we didn't really have a summer this year, you get me? It was a bit dead, a couple of sunny days, so yeah.
UK, I'd say. UK.
You know, who would I battle with Hulk? Yeah. I'll probably battle. Right now, the names that come into my head, yeah, obviously I just spoke to Tech the other day. It's probably Georgie Roots and Tech, to be honest, or someone that Tech rolls with, because me and Tech was meant to do this Kings thing. Obviously, it fell apart. Like, you get it, the empire crumbled, the kingdom's been demolished. But at the end of the day, my guy Tech's doing things. I don't even know about Ami. I ain't seen him for a while. Obviously, it was me and him kind of trying to do the Kings thing. So where them lot are doing the Penn State thing, I feel like, yeah, like I have to put Tech in his place with Georgie and just. So, bro, like, this is you lot's Penn State, innit? And just kind of just move on from there. Like, maybe me and Hulk could do the Kings thing, or because I'm not really someone that lets shit die. Like, do you get it? The Kings thing was like an analogy, innit? Like, there's no battle rap gods. Even now, I kind of see Tech putting up the battle rap god thing, and it's like, why is man a god? Because man wrote on paper, fam. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, God thought of things and they appeared like us, like they created things. You just. So it's like Kings is like just humble yourself, innit? It's like even if you win a battle.
Even if, like in that analogy, if you lot was like the dopest freestyle crew ever, then I suppose you could be the battle rap gods. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you're just creating things with your thoughts there and then. Like it would be like at least an analogy,
yeah,
but you'd have to be
like,
amazing.
It would have to be like, you'd have to rap like Eminem at his peak
painting
when
the
he
pictures.
raps, but also that would have to be your freestyle level. Like, you'd have to
that's
be
what
like,
I'm saying.
or do you know who else can do it? You'd have to be a graphical rapper like Jadakiss and Styles P, like where man can actually, like if you was to say rare about this girl, we can see the girl, like in your first 8, you've made us know, raw, she's got blonde hair, she's a Latino girl in New York, you know, like that tune you were showing me the other day with thingy,
Jada, the Smoking Gun.
Smoking Gun, you feel me? Like you can literally picture that, like, wow, hold on, my man's on the block, like he bucked this girl, like, and he actually said, nah, do you know what, like, enough is enough. So if you could freestyle and do that, man would say, do you know what, but then even then it's like, you're not a god, because he don't say he's a god and he's done it. It's like, I'm just comparing you to a next man. So it's like, the King's thing.
Eminem calls himself rap god, innit, obviously.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? The man's, that's trillions of, you know what I mean? That's money, cause billions or whatever these lot are on, like, do you know what I mean? I just want to say, I just want to battle, innit? Yeah, like, I just want to battle. I love battling. I like doing music. You get me? I don't have to do nothing or be around any kind of stuff that I don't want, but I choose to come to these little events. And obviously, man's being blocked by Paris, and I don't know all this tally, and Snoop's telling me this, but we're all cool. Saying we're cool, but I can't get a battle. But I'm on Pengame with the most views, all this, and like just support my thing in it, because at the end of the day, when the music kicks off, battling don't really mean nothing, and even the interview, I've got songs with him, like, you get it, you ain't shit, coming out, shot by flaps, you get me, and that's it.